Welcome to another edition of Ranking Every Commander with the Nitpicking Nerds.
This time, we're going to update our list with everything from Ikoria.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. We haven't been to this list in a while because there hasn't been any new commanders coming out, but now there's, 24 more new ones, so here we go. And if you like that, I don't see how you can't subscribe to this channel.
And besides, you'll want to be subscribed to this channel because our subscribers are 10% less likely to get stepped on by Godzilla.
Disclaimer guy here. The Nitpicking Nerds wants you to know that it's not responsible if you get stepped on by Godzilla. I don't even know why I'm here anymore.
Or equally as likely.
0 times 0.1 is how much?
It's just, I'm talking 0, 0, 0, 0 times 0 times 0.
No. Times by 0.1, right?
Oh, yeah, because it's 10%.
Yeah, the percentage of 0 is 0.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, you know how these usually work. If you're new to it, we have ranked every other commander literally ever besides these ones. So check out that. There's a link to the Google Doc in the description. Everything's going to be on there. And we go over power, fun, coolness, artwork, and uniqueness as the 10 points each, accumulating into a 50-point total.
Yep, so let's just get right into it. These commanders are all brand new to Ikoria. So we'll start with the first one we have.
The worst one.
Yes,
We're going worst to best.
Yes, we're going to start at the bottom of the list, the bottom of the Ikoria list. We have Giganta, the Wellspring, right above Fumiko the Lowblood, and right below Ascendant Evankar. 4 in a Gruul Hybrid for a 5/5 Elemental Elk. He taps for Wooburg. This mana can't be spent to pay for generic mana cost. He has Companion, but we're not even going to mention what the Companion does because it really does not matter because Companion does not go along with him as your commander. It's how he is as your commander, not as a Companion.
Right. This list counts and views every card as your commander only. Doesn't care about how good it is in the 99. Doesn't say anything about Companion, so we're just not going to really read the Companion requirements because it doesn't matter. These can all be your commanders, and they'll be fine. Obviously, this one won't because I think this one is really bad.
This one's really bad. It can't pay for generic cost. It can only pay for the Wooburg in the cost. It's cool. You can cast the Wooburg spells you have.
Just when you thought there wasn't going to be a Wooburg commander, they snuck one in anyway.
I know. They did sneak in a...
I don't like it because it ruins the red-green companion slot. Like the blue-red one, okay, that got banned. But the red-green one, you can't put it in a red-green decks because its color identity is Wooburg.
Yes, its color identity is Wooburg. It's sad, but...
Anyway, this power is super low. It basically does nothing. Even when it taps for mana, it's hard to use it. I mean, obviously your deck is built around it, but still.
Yeah, you get to cast you can cast that Fusion Elemental.
It's a big boost in mana, but it's the slowest thing ever. You gotta really try to play this on turn 3.
Pays for half of Progenitus.
That's where the fun comes from. It pays for 5 pips of Progenitus, so it gets a 5.
Yes, it's a 5 for fun. This
is the worst one. I don't know if we need to say much else.
Yeah, you're right. The art's fine. It's like a fiery... Or wait, not fiery. It's what is this thing?
It's an elk. Let's move on.
Yeah, you're right.
No one cares. No one came to this video for Giganta or whatever. I forget its name already. Number 522 is Udara, Wandering Monster. Sort of another unexpected casualty of our ranking system. We'll read it first. 5 red for an 8/8 with Trample Haste. It's a dinosaur turtle. It is cycling from 1 to red, which means you can discard it and draw a card. And when you cycle it, you shuffle it into your library from your graveyard. If you've cycled a card named this 4 or more times this game, put it onto the battlefield from your graveyard instead. This is a cute little build around if you're trying to cycle the same card over and over, but when it's in your command zone like this list dictates, you really can't do anything. It's a 7 mana 8/8.
Yeah.
Which is the first 0 we've given out for power in a very long time.
In a very, very long time. It is a 0 for power. It's basically a vanilla body that you can go through to make a vanilla body.
Yeah, in the 99, this card's cool. I want to maybe even build around it at some point, but just as a commander.
Yeah, and that's why it doesn't have any fun. But worth mentioning right now, 10 for art and 10 for coolness because these cards literally have printings. They're not just based on something. They literally have printings that have Godzilla and other kaiju monsters on them.
So let's use this one as an example. Udara is Godzilla Doom Inevitable. And that of course affects the art because the art is Godzilla. So the art is a 10 because the best version of the art is this and it looks amazing. That bleeds over into coolness, not just because of the art, but because it says and is Godzilla.
Yes. We've being based on something, which we'll get into later with another card. Being based on something, you can get up to 5 points for coolness.
Right, like Rankle was based on Rumpelstiltskin. So that's a 5. But if Rankle had a card alternate art that was Rumpelstiltskin and it just looked like Rumpelstiltskin, that would be way, way cooler.
Yes. And this is so cool. This is like, I don't know too much about kaiju monsters, but Godzilla, Doom Inevitable, like he's going to be killing everything. Oh,
yeah, we're
scary.
We're totally like layman's on the Godzilla lore and everything. We just think it's really sweet. But the Doom Inevitable, how fitting is that for the guy where if you cycle it 4 times, it's just out. You can't stop it.
You can't. It's there. Ooh, too
awesome.
Scary. Too scary.
Awesome. And 2 is its uniqueness because it really doesn't do anything. It's an 8/8.
Yeah. Next, we have General Cujo of Dranith. He's right above Uyo, Silent Prophet, and right below Squee, the Immortal.
Not quite as cool as Squee.
1 white black for a 3/3 human soldier. Other humans you control get +1/+1. Whenever General Cujo or another human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Pay 2, sacrifice 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater.
This is your classic standard mythic. It looks really good, but then all that stuff just doesn't translate too well to EDH, so he only has a 3.
Yeah, he only has a 3. There's not too much to talk about. The art is fine.
I want to skip just to the lore because these are some of the lower ones and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, so we started reading his lore and I'm like, is he dead? Because it was putting everything in past tense.
All in past tense, like he was a great man. Well, he wasn't a great man. He would just kill dinosaurs or kill all the monsters. Like somebody said he was the bad guy from the movie Avatar, and that's so accurate. It's like, these are abominations. It's them or us.
What's the Planeswalker's name?
Luca.
He killed Luca's flying tiger, and then Luca murdered him in front of his daughter.
Who was also Luca's girlfriend.
Yes, yeah, let that be noted.
I almost called it a love triangle, but that'd be weird.
That would be weird, and we're just going to move on that note.
Kahira, the Orphan Guard, taking a sad character, and now we're into a really cute character. It's right above Kron the Dawnclad, another green-white legend, and right below Geth, Lord of the Vault. 1 Celestia Hybrid for a 3/2 legendary creature, Cat Beast. Companion, skip. Vigilance. Each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. This is so much cuter than it is good. It is going to amount to mostly a lord, and that's almost nothing, sadly.
Lords, sadly, just don't do that much. If they have other stuff going on, like the lord will also giving you some other
like
abilities.
General Cujo is a better lord than this. Because he's like, oh, you can exile cards and destroy creatures. This one really just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's sad, but poor guy.
Vigilance is one of the just least relevant abilities you could ever have in Commander.
So sad. Yeah. Great art though. There's a lot of cute little
oh my god
animals.
Do you see the cute? There's 2 little cute orphans pouncing on each other, like play fighting right next to it. It's adorable.
Oh, it is so adorable.
Super cute. That's what boosts this above General Cujo. General Cujo just wasn't cute enough.
He's not very cute.
No, he just chopped the head off of a lion cat.
Kind of looks like Wilford Brimley.
He really does kind of look like Wilford Brimley. Oh boy.
But this guy just takes care of the orphans of the animals that died and left their kids behind. That's
so sad.
Yeah,
sad, and it's redemption and cute and little animals. And let's move on to another companion.
Garuda, the Macro Sage. 3 Simic Hybrid for a dinosaur hippo. 5/4 companion. Skip. When this card enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converter mana cost 3 or greater.
This is one of the companions that I would argue is better in the command zone anyway.
Yeah.
That restriction is so bad. It hurts like a ton. Just when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 or 4 cards and make that your commander. Oh. And you can flicker it, you can abuse it, you can bring it back, whatever you want to do.
Use it and abuse it.
That sounds weird. I don't know.
I guess so.
Makes me mildly uncomfortable. How about the fun?
The fun? It's a solid A for fun. There's a lot of card draw here. You get to play bigger stuff. Like 3 and up's not too crazy, but like you're starting to play
maybe
bigger
mana rocks or mana elves. Probably mana elves. Like wood elves. Oh, that just draws me a card later and gets me a land.
Oh, that's just something.
That's the sweet spot right there.
That's sweet value right there. And it only costs like 2 mana because it goes and gets an untapped forest.
Oh, What Elves is so good. That's just the best one of those cards. Not close.
Yeah, What Elves is a great card.
And What Elves even gives a buff with all the 3-color triumphs coming out. So yeah, What Elves number 317. I think we can move on.
The art. I just want to mention the art on a lot of these cards. The art in this set is very stellar. Like the low art to like 5 is like the lowest one I think we gave.
Yeah, they're really all high quality. I mean, like unlike Battle Bond, which is we were giving out 2s and probably 3s.
Yeah, there were some bad ones in there. So we can move on now.
Yeah, we're not talking about Battle Bond. We're talking about Zirda, the Dawn Waker. It's right above Kithion, Hero of Akros, and right below Kolaghan, the Storm's Fury.
Kenan, Kenan.
Zerda is 1 Boros Hybrid for a 3/3 Elemental Fox. Companion. Skip. Abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. Can't reduce them below 1, so they can't be free. Otherwise, you go infinite with everything. 1 tap. Target creature can't block this turn. So really all it does, it's another copy of Biomancer's Familiar and Training Grounds, but it's Boros.
It's a weird Boros commander.
And it can be your commander.
Yeah. So 5 for power, because there's a lot of things to reduce, because it's not just creatures, so you're not just...
Abilities you activate.
So yeah, there's a lot of like...
Cycling,
yeah.
Burnished Heart. Play Burnished Heart on turn 3. Turn 4, play a land. Play this. Crack Burnished Heart for 1.
Oh my god.
We're approaching playable cards for Boros. That's like a playable line.
Yeah, that is like actually something that could just happen. It would just be awesome.
Myriad Landscape, reduced. Weird lands that have activated abilities, like even like Castle Ardenvale, just white tap, make a human. That's pretty cool.
There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot, like, that's just like the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, really? Maybe we could brew some of these companions as the commander, because they all look so cool, especially some of the higher ones.
Yeah, or we could just build a companion deck with one of the...
We certainly could.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want... Some people are going to make the mistake of building like this. Oh, this is my companion. But when really it's your commander, and you want it out all the time, so you should just put it in your command zone.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that.
Like, my commander is like Queen Marchesa for whatever reason. Well, something with an activated ability. You get the idea.
Yeah, it's fun. Tons of cool activated abilities get to go in this deck. Art is fine. It's very unique, though.
Yeah.
You can't get this in your command zone anywhere else.
Yeah, let me tell you right now, the lore of all of these, basically every beast, every non-human in the set, the lore is Vivian met them for 15 seconds and then noted something about them and then left.
Yeah, that's why there's no lore here.
That's why we're not talking about these too much.
Next is Umari the Collector. I don't know why I said that so weird. It's right above Toshiro Umezawa and right below Arata the Silencer.
No, it was actually Arata to Atrata.
Oh, Atrata,
Yeah.
okay. 2, Golgari Hybrid for a legendary Ooze 4/5 companion. Skip. As this card enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast.
This seems probably a little bit stronger than it looks. It looks like medium. But if you have a bunch of creatures, you're just like a 40 creature deck or a 40 enchantment deck, this is going to make your whole deck hum.
Yeah, and I think the reason they get the 10 here for fun is because you can build this anyway.
Anything you want, especially when it's in your command zone and you don't have the restriction that we don't even talk about anyway, but not that we're comparing. You don't have the restriction of, I have to play all enchantments.
Yeah, that's a tough to roll with, but when your deck can just be like, I don't know, 40 or 50 enchantments and be...
Yeah, let's do 50.
Yeah,
let's do 50.
That's a lot of enchantments. Like everything, all your spells just cost 1 less whenever your commander's out. That's pretty strong.
And unlike Zirda, the Dawn Waker, this doesn't say that they can't be free. So we can play artifacts and make them free.
Yeah, we can play Wayfarer's Bubble for 0.
And a green deck?
Yeah, but I
We
want
can play Ginger Brew for 0.
for 0.
Now we're in the clickbait territory.
The art is fine. It's a really cute little thing.
Look for the face. There's a face in the bottom right.
Yep.
It's a little ooze.
Yeah, I could just, it's circled on screen. I mean, for the
Clickbait circled on screen.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Did you see it? Its lore is it goes around collecting crystals, and the crystals stop glowing when he collects them, but he puts them in his body, and he can make them glow again for a little light show.
He can pick parts of them to glow and make light shows. How adorable is that?
Now, you wouldn't believe this, but Vivian Reed met him for 4 seconds.
Yes, she did. And that's it. This book is going to suck because it's going to be 300 chapters of Vivian being like, what's that? Well, that's weird. And then like walking away.
Wow. Moving on.
Yeah, to Kenan, Bonder Prodigy, right above Hokori Dustdrinker, and right below Obnixilis Unshackled. Blue-green for a 2/2 Human Druid. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type that permanent produced. 5, green, blue. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. What do we give this for power?
It got an 8. This card is insanely strong. Imagine this turn. You start off turn 1, you play an Elvish Mystic. Untap, turn 2, play Landwar Elves and some other dork. Now you untap with the mana on your, like, just from your land. You play your commander. You have like 7 mana.
He generates 1, and you get 6. He just costs nothing.
It's actually absolutely, completely just bonkers.
This is totally castable. I mean, super cheap deal at 2. Totally castable at 4. Reasonable at 6. And past that, I mean, you're an Elf Ball deck. You can probably get there.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you can also play this with artifacts. It doesn't even have to
Elf
be.
Ball, mana artifacts, even ones that just go like break even, like Crystal, not Crystal Star. What are they called? Chromatic Star and Chromatic Sphere? Oh, they just make 2 now, and you draw a card.
He also goes infinite with Basalt Monolith
Yes,
by himself.
Everyone likes to talk about that one. That's the clickbaity one. That's cool. That's like his, not so much clickbait. It's the elevator pitch. Like, what can I do with this guy? Basalt Monolith.
I mean, how many commanders have 2-card combos?
With this set, like 4.
Like, is it really that many?
It's at least 3.
Well,
There's the Hydra from C20 that goes infinite with Penman's Aura. There's this guy in Basalt Monolith. And then we just talked about one other one. Calamax goes infinite with a copy spell on someone else's thing. That's at least 3.
All right, well, there's at least, I guess there is a lot of these, I suppose.
This set is just like super powerful. We noticed we're like still in the bottom ones, and there are like top 200
Oh, yeah.
commanders of all time.
These commanders are very, very good. They're very, very pushed, and we're not complaining. You can get out of set. People love to say that we favor new commanders, but these commanders are made to be commanders.
They're made to be better than anything from like 1998.
Yeah, obviously the older commanders are way down the list. Like this Intent the Dreamer was not made to be a commander.
Right, but the Teamer thing, that's giant monster with mutate, is made to be a commander.
Yeah, and that's why it's way higher than Intent the Dreamer. What else? What else about this card though?
Oh, what about Kenan? Well, his lore. Let me fill you in on that real quick. He's a bonder,
Okay.
and I hear he's a prodigy.
Yeah, he's a prodigy. He's
That's not us being lazy. That's us checking all available resources, pooling it all together, and presenting you with everything.
Yeah, and he has kind of coolish hair, I guess.
You know, if the book comes out, this might change a couple of our lores.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that.
We will. I don't know. That hopefully doesn't make me have to read the book.
Well, we're not going to read the book. Maybe we can get people to, hey, like if you have other, we can say right now, if you have any other source for lore for these, and you just post them in the comments and we'll read it. If it's cool, we'll just upgrade the lore.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on, though, at 201, we have Bracco's Apex Up Forever. Right above, Citrus, the Trader King, and right below, spoiler,
It's a secret because it's in the new set.
2 black, green, blue for a 6/6 with Trample. It can also mutate for 2 Dimir Hybrid green, green, which means you put it on top or below, it gets all the abilities. We can't go, I don't want to go too much into detail about mutate. It's really good ability. You may also cast Bracco's Apex Up Forever from your graveyard using its mutate cost. No
It's gonna
commander decks?
come back over and over. No commander text as long as he's in the graveyard. Sweet. Give him a 5. Rock solid power.
Yeah, he's locked out of power. I mean, you just get to put him on like something like, I don't know, we went over another video, the Cephalid that when it deals damage,
Yeah,
you want that many
Cephalid
opponents.
Illusionists, a Needle Spectre. Make them discard their whole hand.
Yeah.
Something that's not blockable. Something with hexproof. Something that's indestructible. Just run them over. It's almost the same card as Atrami, which is really weird.
Yeah, but this one has no commander text, and I would say I like this one more.
It's close.
You know-
The jury's out on, I don't know which one I like better. But it doesn't matter because we get to talk about the awesome art and the awesome coolness.
if you tell me anything could possibly be cooler than Space Godzilla.
Bio Quartz Space Godzilla. I'm sure that's also something.
Yeah, I mean, Space Godzilla, art's amazing. Space Godzilla, Space Godzilla.
That's all we need to say about that. And then it's just not very unique. Mutate's fine. That's really all it has going for it.
I mean, yeah, mutate is the only thing. Cast it from your graveyard, just
Cool.
there. It's cool.
That's something. It's just not nothing.
It's yeah. So what's the next one?
Well, the next one, spoiler ahead, I guess. Cheville, Bane of Monsters, number 200 even. Right above Braccos, obviously. And right below, Thraxamundar.
Ooh.
Green, black for a 1/3 Death Touch human rogue. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponents control no permanents with bounty counters on them, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls with the bounty counter on it dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. This reads better than it is. Once there's 1 bounty counter, he can't put any more on. And then the best thing you can get when you kill it and you go through all that effort is you gain 3 life and you draw a card.
This power is not very good. You also have to go a full. It's on your upkeep.
Yeah, this is a standard card for sure.
Yeah, this card does not feel very strong for commander. You put it, he's in your commander zone, he comes out, he doesn't do anything, has no impact. You got to go a whole turn cycle. Then you put a bounty count on it. Then you got to kill that creature.
Or planeswalker. You can incentivize other people to actually. Everyone else is not incentivized at all.
No.
To kill it. At least Mathis, the Fiend Seeker, the other bounty hunter guy, was like, "Hey, whoever owns this, if it dies, everyone else gets a benefit."
Yeah, no, it doesn't at all. It's fun. You get putting out bounty counters, trying to get that thing dead so you can get the card, get the life.
It's a cool achievement. It's just not very strong.
Yeah.
And I think the art's great. He's like an evil, twirling mustache guy with either a cool necklace or weird chest hair, and he's smashing eggs behind him.
Oh, he's a jerk.
Oh, I didn't notice that until you pointed it out.
You know who hates him? Vivian Reed.
She fought him in a bar.
She did and knocked him out.
He's one of the worst humans. So he's got that going for him.
Yeah, she thinks he is the worst kind of person.
Maybe he is.
I don't know. I don't really know him.
I know his name kind of sounds like Cruella DeVille or Chevy Chase. Or what else did you say?
I don't remember.
There was a couple we had.
Chevelle, the band.
Yeah. Next is Obosh, the Prey Piercer, at 198. He's right above Thraxamundar and right below Memnarch. 3, Rakdos Hybrid for a 3/5 Hellion Horror. Ooh, it's got Companion. Skip. If a source you control with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead.
So it makes all your odds, which is going to be like a lot of your deck, because you're going to build around it, deal double damage. That's
like
pretty powerful.
Pingers that untap, there's plenty of those.
I mean,
red and black are good at this.
Yeah. Know what has an activated mana cost?
What?
Goblin Sharpshooter.
Goblin Sharpshooter. Karavek the Merciless is a good one. If he could be your commander if this is the companion. But this is your commander, and he's in the 99.
Ooh, if you want to play a Spellslinger's deck, things like Goblin Sharpshooter. No, not Goblin. Nope. What's the card that when you're casting Instant Sorcery deals 2? The Goblin. Gutter Snipe.
Gutter Snipe.
Yeah, so Gutter Snipe will deal 4 damage to each opponent.
Spell Shock deals 4 damage to anyone who casts a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not bringing this deck right now, but that's just why the card is actually pretty strong.
Yeah,
I think it's fun too. It's fun to restrict. Restriction breeds creativity, which ultimately just leads to fun in Commander.
You can play Sorin's Vengeance. Deal 20 to your opponent and gain 10 life.
That card, now it's approaching playable. I think I still wouldn't play it.
Come on. I know our friend is watching who loves Sorin's Vengeance. This is doubling it.
Whoa.
I love that you still only gain 10 though.
Yeah, you only gain 10. That would be busted if you gained 20.
The art is really good. It's like giant centipede.
I don't know where it's coming from. There's floating land or something. He's squirming and crawling all over things. Got a glowing center. And he has 374 legs.
Yes,
that's the only thing that they wanted to tell me about this.
Yes, Vivian Reed counted his legs and was too close to actually move further away and then counted his legs.
How could you ever count this many legs? They're moving, right? He's not asleep.
Maybe he was sleeping.
Then the legs are under him and you wouldn't be able to count them all. What a waste of time.
Maybe he sleeps like this.
This is the biggest waste of time I've ever seen a character embark on.
Vivian's a waste of time. Boom!
Vivian has no character.
Yeah, but she doesn't give a damn about her bad reputation.
That much we know for sure. If Vivian had coolness points, it'd be like a 2.
What? She has the same theme song as Ronda Rousey.
She does have the same theme song as Ronda Rousey, but here's the thing. She has no character, no motivation, no payoff, no arc. But she can sell booster packs.
All right, moving on.
Please. To Winota, the joiner of forces. She's at 195 and she's above Ishai, Ojai Dragon Speaker, and she's below God Eternal Ronus. What does she do?
What does she do?
What does she do? Who is Winota and what does she do?
It sounds like you're talking to Drew. What does she do, Drew?
What is she, Drew? What did she, Drew?
What does she, Drew? What is she, Drew? We're really on topic. 2 red white for a legendary human warrior, 4/4. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Put the rest of the cards in the bottom of your library in a random order.
This is just another Boros Attacks commander, but this is one of the best Boros Attacks commanders I've ever seen, if not the best.
We were talking about how you can play cards like Secure the Waste. Those are soldiers, and I know this is...
They're warriors.
It was such... they've always tried to avoid putting humans on that kind of thing. Yeah. And then it comes up, then they make a card like this that's just now I make a bunch of warriors.
Right. Oh, getting allies extended card makes knight allies, but they're not human. So they trigger this. You can make tokens. You can have creatures that are just not human, that are warriors, whatever. Make a bunch of them, attack, fill your deck with humans, throw them all out on the field. They're indestructible attackers. This card is sweet, and it makes me think of Winona Ryder.
Yeah. Winona Ryder.
Oh, you said yeah. And then realized what I said.
So, yeah, it reminds you of Winona Ryder too, because
she joins forces.
She's a 10
with those kids. Okay. In Stranger Things. Okay. 10 for a fun though.
Yeah, a 10 for a fun though. Because you're good to just play all these non-human things and then attack and get all your humans. If you go end of turn, Secure the Waste for 7, then play your commander and attack, you get 7 triggers.
Among 42 cards, right? That's what you see.
It's
Tough.
so
6 times 7, so I 42 maybe? I don't know.
it's so easy to trigger.
It's
so
a ton.
there's got to be combos with this card. I haven't thought there's just got to be. What I mean is there's got to be combos with humans where if you attack with enough, you're going to
put enough humans in play. Maybe you can just win before combat's even over.
You can see your whole deck. Basically, you can literally attack. Yeah. It's not even that hard. Secure the ways for 10.
It's 60.
See 60.
You look at 60 cards, and if you only need 3 or 4, you're probably gonna find them.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I love this card. This card's awesome. She has no lore. That's fine. She's just a good card.
She's a bonder, art, whatever. I mean,
that's not what we're concerned about with this. This like if you're trying to play Boros attacks, this commander is way more open than it looks.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a 7 for uniqueness because it is Boros attacks. But you're getting humans. You get to build it in such a unique and different way.
How about card advantage? How about you actually get card advantage in Boros?
Oh.
You get to cheat mana and get free cards, and they can't even die in combat.
And the fact that they come in and they're indestructible,
and they didn't even kick us in the shin and say, "Oh, return it to your hand." And they just come out. They're just in play.
Yeah, they're indestructible until their turn. So if you want to attack with all your 1/1 soldiers, get a bunch of humans, and then board wipe after.
Oh, can you play Aurelia, attack? Get all the triggers, and then they untap?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you can stack the triggers how you want. Aurelia triggers when she attacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
That's pretty sweet.
You just make that trigger go off last.
Yeah, same with Combat Celebrant, which is a human.
Oh, good God.
You can just win like that.
This is a cool deck. I think this card's super powerful. Wish it had better art, wish it had better lore.
Because it'd be way higher.
Or if it just had a Godzilla version.
If she was secretly good. Or no, Winona Ryder from Stranger Things. That would be amazing.
Up that awesomeness. All right, what's next?
Oh, well, let me tell you. It's Zilortha, Strength Incarnate. Now, you might be asking, what?
This card's not even in the set.
I looked on Mythic Spoiler. It's not even there. It's the Buy a Box promo, which means something cool later. But it's above Titania and below Carador, my boy, at 154.
BZ said later, but on screen right now is Godzilla. It's not like we could avoid putting Godzilla. There's not another version to put.
Secretly only Godzilla.
Yeah, this card is only Godzilla. They just gave it a regular name, so if they want to put another promo or another version of the card that it has normal, but the only version you can get currently is Godzilla.
I'm thinking on Arena, maybe. If it's in Arena Cube, it might not be Godzilla.
You just have to, I believe all you have to do is play and you get Godzilla.
No. I just mean if they want to include this in an Arena sealed, a random event, they might not want it to be Godzilla, on Arena.
Yeah, but it's based on your card if you have the thing. They're going to have, that is true, what you're saying, because the Arena is going to use the other version because people who don't have the Godzilla promo will have the regular version.
Yeah. Anyway, 3 red-green for a 7/3 legendary creature, dinosaur, also Godzilla. Trample, lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. So functionally, as far as Blasphemous Act and combat is concerned, this is a 7/7 for 5.
It's basically a 7/7 for 5 in a lot of cases. It can be easily board wiped with Toxic Deluge, but
I'm thinking Berserk. I'm thinking Rancor. I'm thinking all of these things that just boost him up so he's just lethal.
I'm thinking Arby's.
I'm definitely thinking Arby's, even though for some reason they moved away from the perfect slogan.
Yeah.
Arby's, if you want to sponsor our videos, whether or not you do or don't, we're going to keep saying it.
Yeah. I'm thinking Arby's is what we want. You guys want to, we have the meats. That's no good. All right.
No, I really thought you were going back just talking about Godzilla, but you doubled down. He has a 2 for power. It almost does nothing. It's basically a 7/7. We checked. Doran is a 0/5, but it's basically a 5/5 for 3. But that doesn't really get you anywhere. It's just like a super vanilla.
This is a super vanilla, but you get to build your deck. The thing that is cool about building this deck, you get to build, you find your 6 ones, you find your 7 ones.
Cards can be weak and also super fun, as evidenced by this card.
Yeah, exactly. I think this deck will look super cool. Once you build it,
it's one of the ultimate red-green, a stompy. I'm gonna freaking stomp you, bud.
I mean, 10 for Godzilla art, 10 for being Godzilla. This is Godzilla, king of the monsters.
This is if you had to pick one Godzilla of the promos, this is the one that's the most core, generic, awesome Godzilla.
If I could, I told BZ earlier, we stick too hard. We're never going to go over the 10 as a must. Yeah. If we could, this is where I go over for the 10 for coolness.
Because 11.
Because how do you beat being Godzilla?
The king of monsters.
There's nothing cooler than Godzilla.
You're just waiting for something to be cooler than Godzilla.
It doesn't matter because Godzilla would eat it. And then it wouldn't be as cool.
Checkmate.
Checkmate, atheist.
The atheists lose on this one? Give us a break. Okay, that's Godzilla for you. And above Godzilla, above the king of monsters, is Snapdax, apex of the hunt. 148 is his number, and he's above Kiki-Jiki, and he's below Gyrus, waker of corpses. 1 and a Mardu for a 3/5 double strike. Whenever this creature mutates, if deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and you gain 4 life, and it mutates for 2 Rakdos Hybrid white. Also, you can clearly see the King Caesar alternate art.
That's the 10 for art, 10 for coolness. King Caesar it's funny. If you want to look and just get a good laugh.
If you want a chortle, go on Google and Google whatever the title of these alternate arts is. Whew, what they used to look like.
Yeah, like the original, like this. And also, even funnier, so you're looking at this art right now, you're thinking, that guy doesn't know Kung Fu. Yes, he does.
King Caesar, notable martial artist enthusiast. He could beat you up.
He is a martial arts enthusiast.
If he was human-sized, still watch out, because he's gonna judo chop you or something.
I love that the old movies, they literally use, like, obviously Power Rangers stole from them, but the old movies use like what Power Rangers did, where like they're just people in suits.
Yeah, and it's like fake cities.
And then the cities are just like little shrunken cities made out of cardboard.
Oh no, the abandoned warehouse district. Not again. Keep rebuilding it and it keeps falling down.
But we should probably talk about the card. It's a removal spell. It comes in. The power here really comes from the fact that you can have something with like, let's just say 7, 8, 9, 10 power and give that double strike.
It's got trample death touch maybe, and now it has double strike, and it's just this ridiculous monster. And it's whenever it mutates. So if you want to build mutate thematic deck, you can just keep doing it over and over and gain a bunch of life.
Yeah, you gain a lot of life. You remove anything with 4 toughness or less, which is a lot of the threats.
I think this card's totally fine. It's a little under what I'm looking for, but I think it can be fun if you build around the mutate thing. And we talked about the King Caesar alternate art, and in terms of how unique this is, I like that it at least kills something.
Yeah. Did you know that so in the art, he has a little eye here, a third eye? He can absorb enemy beams and shoot them back.
I guess the lore of Snapdax, though, the actual card is he's one of the apex monsters, where there's one for each triome, and they're kind of like the leader. This dude can hunt anything. He really doesn't care who you are. He will hunt you.
Yeah. He killed a lot of humans when they first started making colonies.
So it's okay when Snapdax does it, but it's not cool when Cheville tries to kill people, kill monsters.
Well, yeah.
He's got a mustache, so
it's like this is like one of those. This is clearly the story of like the monsters caused trouble with the humans in the past, and now because of that, none of them can ever be friends.
I've seen so many movies like that.
There's a million different versions of that.
Frozen 2 did that.
Kind of.
I don't know, two different groups of people.
That's more like a star-crossed lovers.
Hey, how about this? Yorion, Sky Nomad. God, this is taking forever. 117, above Ludovic and below Polukranos Unchained. 3, Azureus Hybrid for a 4/5 Bird Serpent with, what is the companion text? Skip. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. This is going to sort of Bracco them. One-time use. But it's ETB, so you can abuse it. Now let's not say abuse. You can use it to the fullest extent that this card will allow you to use it.
I mean, yeah, you can use it so well. It's so awesome.
Power's good.
It comes in, if you have so you can get all your ETBs again, and if you have a Flicker Wisp, you get to Flicker Wisp
this thing. Now, so if you're player A, and he goes B, C, D, player A does this, and it Flicker Wisps, so then it goes to the end step, but Flicker Wisp comes back on the end step. So player B's end step, your stuff's gonna come back, and then it'll all be gone, because at the end step, your commander gets rid of everything until the end step. So player C just can't even interact with any of your stuff because it's all gone.
Yeah, you have to be careful. If there's a lot of attacks on the board, don't exile all your stuff.
Right, you don't have to do that. You can just Flicker Wisp something else.
Yeah, you can also Flicker Wisp it and not just do all your stuff. You get to choose which ones you want to do.
Right.
Just, be careful. Don't be stupid about it. This is fun. It's a Flicker deck. It's abusable. Like we said, just the Flicker Wisp interaction is already super fun.
That's really cool. It's a Sky Serpent, which I kind of like that. It looks really amazing. This doesn't have an alternate art. The art's just a 10.
The art is just a solid 10. It looks so good.
It's just graceful, and the clouds, there's like a split in the clouds. Oh, does it for me.
Chef's kiss. You gotta get, that's one of our new things. Does it have any, no, we can't use that.
No, but this is what we can't use, in case you're looking.
Yeah.
We can't, there's no gravy, so we can't.
There's no gravy. Companion is not even gravy.
Companion is negative gravy.
Yeah,
Because we don't care.
it's an empty gravy bowl.
It's an empty gravy bowl.
It's unique. It's flicker mostly, but the fact that you can, it's a flicker ETB that can be abused.
Stop saying abuse. It's weird.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
It's
not weird.
It's not like abusing the card if you're doing exactly what the card wants you to do.
Well, but you get to abuse its ability by flickering it on and off with something.
Yeah, it's very good.
Like you don't really. I don't think there's anything else in the command zone that can really do it like that.
Not that just blinks everything.
No,
And
not.
until the end step is the part that's what I like more.
Okay.
I like that more than if it said right away. I mean,
Yeah. So we're moving on to number 107. This is Kogelo, the Titan Ape, right above Doran, and right below Skullbriar, the Walking Grave. 3 green for a legendary creature ape, 7/6. When he enters the battlefield, you may fight up to 1 target creature you don't control. Whenever he attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Pay 1 in the green, return target human you control to its owner's hand. He gains indestructible until end of turn.
disappointingly, there's no King Kong alternate art, but I think this card's really good. Comes into play, destroy target creature, basically, kills 5/5s, and then survives. Even if he wants to kill a 7/7, you can respond to the fight and bounce a human, and he's indestructible.
Awesome. I mean, that's
And he blows up artifacts when you attack somebody. And he can't die in combat because he's indestructible.
Oh my god, you're so excited.
It's King Kong.
He's King Kong. So he got a 9 for art because it's very good. I mean, it is basically King Kong it's on a giant crystal instead of the Empire State Building.
There's like balloons instead of helicopters.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you get to build a mono green humans making your guy fight.
There's stuff to do. That ability is definitely good.
Okay.
And you can it's a very Teamer Sabretooth-esque ability.
Yes.
As in, it's the same ability.
So it gets a 6 for coolness. This does not have an actual alternate art. So the coolness, it's not actually physically
So
King Kong.
therefore, 5 of it is from King Kong, and 1 of it is because there was like a miscommunication or something, and they sent this rescue team to save this girl, but she was just bonded with the beast. So
Yep, they're bonders. The bonder. So it doesn't even matter. They sent a rescue team to
they
save someone
wasted their time and resources.
who completely not in danger. Uniqueness, I mean, mono green, humans matter. There's not really much of that running around.
Board wipe immune. You can bounce my stuff, but you can't kill my stuff because I'll bounce it.
Ooh. Number 97, Garuda, Doom of Depths. Right above, Teferi, Temporal Archmage. Right below, my boy, Maelstrom Wonder. 4, Dimir Hybrid for a legendary creature, Demon Kraken, 6/6. Ooh, it has something different on it. Is this companion? Skip. When he enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Put a creature with an even converter mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield under your control.
Notably, it is those cards, so you only have a pool of 16 cards to hit something. Although that's really not that tough.
That's a lot of cards. You have to hit an even. Still not that tough.
I mean, 16 cards. If you mill 2 creatures, one of them's probably even.
Yeah, the odds.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's not that crazy, but this is super cool to build around because you want to build your deck with a lot of evens. He's in your command zone, so you don't have to do all even at least.
No, you don't have to go crazy. You take advantage of your opponents. Maybe you just want to build some kind of flicker deck where you just blink this a million times and mill everybody.
Ooh, you could do that.
Yeah, I love that they're all ETBs. They didn't make them ETB if you cast it or when you cast or when it dies or something. It's just like super... It's there for you to use. It's just another different angle you could take it, which makes it more fun as a result. The more different angles I can build my deck, the more fun the card is.
Yeah, completely true.
This is my favorite by far of the Godzilla promo altars.
Oh yeah. What is this? Gigan?
No, it is, let's see.
Who's Gigan?
It's actually Gigan, Cyberclaw Terror.
Oh, okay.
The fact that this looks like a robot monster and still looks like a demon kraken just blows my mind. I kind of want one of these just to have.
Oh, it's so scary looking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, like I always say, I'm not the biggest collector. I want these. These are so cool.
I want this. This one is really interesting. Maybe we can like collect the partners. Although now that I think about it, not all the partners have this.
No.
Or the companions, sorry.
No, not only. I think
This is the only one.
I think this is the only one. Yeah.
Then I want this one. That'll complete my set.
I want them all. I don't care. They're so cool.
That's fine. You could be a collector. And now we are in the top 5 commanders from the set. These are the big boys.
These are the big boys.
The heavy hitters.
This is probably one of my favorites from the set. Rael, the Everwise. Right above, Nekazar, the Mind Raiser. She's wise. He has a mind. And right below, Savala, the Explorer, who has no mind. 1 blue red for a legendary creature, human wizard. 0/3. She gets +1/+0 for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. Whenever you discard one or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards.
How does something like Faithless Looting or Tormenting Voice work?
So let's just say you cast Faithless Looting. You draw 2, you discard 2, then you draw another 2.
For 1 mana.
Yes, this card is absolutely insane for power. It is a build around, so that's why I didn't get a 10.
What if I were to cast Cathartic Reading? Discard 2, trigger draw 2, and then I draw 3.
Yeah, well, there you go.
This is also just like an 8/3 for 3 mana. She's an old woman. She's going to kick your butt.
Also, let's just not forget, somebody has, let's just cast, what's the card? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. We cast Wheel of Fortune. We draw 14.
But there's only 100 of those in every set.
I mean, we have 14 if we have 7 in hand. It's whatever you have in hand. I mean, oh no, I discard, let's just say we have conservative amount, 4.
I mean, Windfall goes above. Doesn't care about max hand size. You could have 10 in hand and Windfall and you just draw 10 more.
Oh.
This is silly. This card is very good, very strong, so it has a 9 for power. Of course, cards that let you play way more Magic get way more fun. This is an 8 for fun. The art, it's totally middle of the road. It's just an old woman who's secretly an 11/3.
Yeah.
Just stronger than Godzilla, whatever.
I mean, she just knows a lot of stuff. I mean, you could be very...
Knowledge is literally power.
I mean, knowledge is power. If you know, I guess the flavor is...
That's a cute joke that they have in the card.
I guess
knowledge is power.
I guess literally, if any spell that you put in the graveyard has been cast and she learns it, and that's where she gets her power from, because she knows all of them. That's
I like
very
it.
flavorful, very cool.
Vivian talked to her for 5 minutes. They're friends, I guess. She knows everything about the plane.
She knows everything.
for her.
Vivian's kind of a little skeptical that she knows everything.
No, Vivian's skeptical that she doesn't know everything. Riel says she knows almost everything. And Vivian's like, I'm skeptical only because it seems like you know everything. Because she knows what she doesn't know. She's like, here are the things I don't know. I don't know this, this, and this. It's like,
Well, if you know you don't know, then
how do you know?
How do you know?
You know?
Yeah, you know.
Gotta add the you know.
So, moving up another one on the list, we have Luris of the Dream Den at 73, right above Saskia the Unyielding, and right below Yidges, Maelstrom Wielder. 1, Orzhov Hybrid for a legendary creature, Cat Nightmare, 3/2. It has some worthless text I'm going to skip. Lifelink. During each of your turns, you may cast 1 permanent spell with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard.
This might be my favorite card from the set. It has so many applications. There's so much stuff you can do with it. It's so good. It doesn't, as companion, it doesn't care about the spells, like the instants and sorceries. It just cares about permanents. This thing does a little Emery impression when you play it. Okay, I'll cast my Wayfarer's Bauble from my graveyard just right away.
There's a lot of things you can cast. There's so much
X
more.
spells have a converted mana cost like Hangerback Walker. In the graveyard, it costs 0, but you can cast it for 4 and just have a 4/4, or for 8 and make a 4/4.
That is completely awesome. It's so powerful. You just get to keep playing stuff from your graveyard each turn. It only costs 3 mana.
Shocker that the Carador-esque card is the one I like.
I know, weird that would happen.
Who would have ever guessed?
This is extremely fun. You don't have to go with the restriction. You just want to keep it low so you're getting more value.
Right, you can do whatever you want. Build as much around it, build 80% around it, and still play amazing cards like, Necropotence.
Necropotence.
Yes.
9 for art. It's like a nightmare cat that's
there's a little kitten, a nightmare kitten behind it. I love these kittens.
There's a little nightmare kid. It doesn't really have any lore. You'll never believe this. Vivian met it one time.
No, it can appear and disappear at will.
Oh.
It's like a ghost.
It can appear, disappear at will, and Vivian met it one time.
That is accurate.
Oh, wow.
And that is all that you need to know. Now you're totally filled in.
That's pretty unique. Casting things in your graveyard. There's probably like 6 or 7 commanders in existence that do that.
And I like all of them.
Oh, yeah. Do you like Kess?
I like Kess, yeah.
Okay,
if I had to build a Grixis deck, I would legit build Kess.
Okay, fair enough. What's next?
The next is Aluna, Apex of Wishes, another one of those big old monsters at 67, above Thrasios, Triton Hero, whoa, and below Neheb the Eternal. 2 and a teamer for a 6/6. It has Mutate for 3, Gruul Hybrid, blue, so 6 total, flying, trample, whenever this creature mutates. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land permanent card, put it onto the battlefield or into your hand. So it even gives you the choice.
All these mutate cards, they make you want to just go like, I want my deck all to be big, stupid things. So I'll have instant and sorceries that make tokens so I can mutate onto them.
Yeah, you reveal until you hit. So you could even just have only 1 non-land permanent in your whole deck.
I don't think you could.
Get it every time.
You could, it'd be real bad.
That your deck would not be good.
This is a perfect comparison. We talked about Innet the Dreamer. This is a perfect example of a card. Innet the Dreamer was not built for Commander, so it's bad and silly.
The worst part is it just was.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
both
think
back.
half of them were, and then half of them weren't.
Oh, bad commander.
The ally ones, I don't know.
What's power creep?
Yeah, it's power creep.
Power creep. This card is so much better than a card like that. So powerful. You're getting something for free every time. Even if you get a signet, like sometimes it's gonna happen. No, I guess not. You're in green.
If you just put Cultivate in your deck, you won't hit a signet.
You're not getting a signet. Yeah, put cultivate in your deck. Don't get a signet. Be careful.
Avoid the Wood Elves. Play the giant splashy Eldrazi.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so cool. This card is so awesome.
And, doesn't hurt that despite being a giant beast that literally grants wishes to people and just like this mythical being, it's also moonlighting as Ghidorah, king of the cosmos. You may have heard of him. The cosmos, everything that we could ever know.
It's a three-headed dragon. It's one of Godzilla's big enemies. Oh god, it looks, the art is so stellar for this.
Made me realize that I'd never once even tried to see the new Godzilla movie. So now we're gonna watch it on Friday.
That's our plan. We're planning to see the new Godzilla movie soon.
Legally.
Legally. We are not going to find a way to watch it illegally. We only watch things through legal means.
We only watch things on Disney Plus.
So Godzilla, I hope you're on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Next up is Vedric, Apex of Thunder, another Apex, and it's the second highest commander in the whole set at 43 total, above Okaun, Eye of Chaos, and below Heliod, Suncrown.
Thunder. Fear the thunder.
Thunder.
Lightning and a thunder.
Thunder. Jeskai for a 3/3, but it has Mutate for 1, Azureus Hybrid, red, flying, first strike. Whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost.
We built a deck that was silly version of this, but it was still extremely strong and extremely fun to play.
The deck went infinite, partially because of Vedric, and we were trying to sling sharks with Sharknado, but this card is just great.
This card is extremely strong. To free spells
For
in your
4 mana, gets you a big flyer with first strike, and then 3 of the mana just comes right back. You can cast something like Teferi or Saheeli, just like cheap planeswalkers from the graveyard because they're not creatures.
Yeah, well, something. What's the counter spell that you, as an additional cost, you have to bounce a creature?
Deprive?
So
Maybe? That's off the top of my head. I think it's
whatever.
like
There's
Deprive or something.
whatever. It doesn't matter what it's called.
Yeah.
Because if you have Flash in your commander, you can then do Flash. Always bounce your commander back.
And just say, what are you going to do about it?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, you're screwed. So that makes this commander super fun. You can take this any number of ways. Obviously, non-creature. So take any of the non-creature permanents, build a whole deck around it. That's something you can do differently with this commander.
Yeah. If he was, oh man, I was thinking if he was in black, you could get back Necroponents. But I'm sure there's already other insane things you can
Like
get back.
Teferi and Saheeli. Those cards are very good.
Like the Fairy and Saheeli.
Narset and Windfall. There you go.
Yeah. You're fun magic.
Those cards are not fun.
BZ made us not give us a 10.
Right. I wasn't going to just default to double 10s just because it has alternate Godzilla art. I don't really like Rodan's art that much.
Well, we gave it a 10 for art. We didn't.
I don't like the Rodan aspect of it.
Yeah,
much.
he's kind of just a big pterodactyl, and that's the boring part. Like,
yeah, he's not even facing me. He's not looking at me, so I don't get to see any scary things.
yeah, we'll give Rodan was not as cool. We looked at he looks cool in the new Godzilla movie.
Sorry, it's only a 9.
So that's only a 9 for coolness. If you're a big Rodan fan, we're sorry.
We've greatly disappointed you. But Rodan is the 43rd best commander ever printed. So how bad can you really think it is?
Are you ready?
Shocker, because the last card we have mentioned, the one of these guys from Ikoria is in the top 10.
The top 10 commanders of all time.
Pushing out Brea. And this card is number 9.
So Brea is no longer in the top 10. It's right above Queen Marchesa, right below Krufix, and his name is
Netheroi, Apex of Death. 2 and an Abzan for a 5/5 Death Touch Lifelinker. Has Mutate for 4 Celestia Hybrid black. Whenever this creature mutates, return any number of target creature cards with total power 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
wow.
7 mana. Get back everything that matters from your graveyard into play right now. If you have any combos that result from that, great, you win. If not, you have the best board state ever, and all you have to do is bounce this, sack this, recur it to your hand, and just do it again. Or, it's your commander, cast it again.
You can take Triskelion. Triskelion only costs you 1.
Yeah, Triskelion, Walking Ballista, things like that have 1 or 0 and enter with like a deceptive amount and they get bigger, like Polukranos Unchained. It's a 0/0, but you get a 6/6 out of it.
There's
You can go 0/0 tribal, get them all back. You can go, combo potential, get those back. You can just go value, like when a creature enters the battlefield, do something.
Yeah, so this This is a 7 for power. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of combos you can do with it. Basically, you just get to play this awesomely strong graveyard deck that he can just be like, okay, my graveyard would win the game. Okay, I'll get it back.
Yeah, the sports state is ridiculous. I mean, even Craterhoof is only a 5/5.
Wow.
That's only half of it.
Yeah, and if you get back something, okay, Avenger of Syndicate is a 5/5.
Whoa, we did it.
And if you have haste,
We broke Craterhoof, guys.
if you have haste, you can stack those triggers to kill everybody.
Absolutely. So, but it is clunky. We're not like just in love with this card. It's not as good as it could be. It's 7 mana, so you have to build up there, but it's very doable. And obviously, if we didn't sound super hyped, this card is max fun.
This card is max fun. There's a million paths to go with this. A combo route, a fun route where you just like mutate onto my guy, get back 20 guys.
0 drop, 0 power tribal. That's super sweet.
Yeah, because you can get back literally any number you want.
Notably, the stars don't work. Star, the difference between 0/0 and star is Star actually applies whatever the card says to the power toughness. So in the graveyard, Tarmogoyf can still be a 3/4.
Yes, absolutely.
How about the art though?
The art?
What else is this?
Ooh, this is
either Biollante or Biollante plant beast form. This thing is a giant, looks like almost like an octopus hydra type plant monster. It's just in the distance, looming over everything. It looks amazing.
Oh, it looks so amazing. You want another laugh? I'll put one on the screen for you. This what it used to look like is hilarious. I love the updated versions. Like the magic art is like one of the coolest depictions of this card, of this
like
creature
by far,
ever.
Like maybe there's comic books and games, but the magic cards easily trump half the media this is in.
Yeah, like the version that was in the movie is horrible compared to this awesome art that we get on the
I want to
magic
see
card.
that.
Yeah, oh, God.
Like that looks like what's probably in the Godzilla 2 movie that we haven't watched.
Yeah, it's a giant plant. It's so weird. It's
Definitely a nice shakeup, like a plant beast.
Yeah, it's a plant piece. I like how it doesn't even like the creature. I like how they didn't even bother with the creature types matching up.
No, like Rodan is a cat, but obviously he's not a cat.
Yeah, whatever.
Most of them do though. I think there's a couple oddballs that like can't match up.
So, and the last one here is a 7 for uniqueness. It's still Abzan Graveyard, but it's based around power. There's the mutate ability. There is some uniqueness in something here.
The fact that it cares about power puts it in like the Reveler class of like, well, you know, I'm not going to get back 2 mana 2/2s with this.
You know, yeah. I mean, you can get back. What's the card? I can't think of it. Karma Guide, and then you can get back anything
Right.
for free.
Then you get back your big 10/10 for free without having to delve into the 10 this guy grants.
This card is just amazing.
So over the top, awesome. Love it. Love my Abzan represent. This set's amazing. This set is ridiculously strong. Like, how many times do we mention combos, even though we don't even factor in combos really to this list?
I mean, if you have a 2-card combo, it definitely factors into your power.
Yeah, well, the two card with the commander as one of them.
Yeah.
That factors in. But not like, oh, my Karma Guide Blood Artist is in the deck. The deck gets better. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. So that's the end of this video. That's
Finally.
That was a schlong.
Didn't even do the C21. That's a whole separate video.
Yeah, that's going to be a video after this. But special shout outs to all of our patrons.
54.
You guys are so awesome. We love you as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. You guys make all these videos possible. You're making all these upgrades possible. Ooh, time to learn something new. Me and BZ are going to be trying something a little different on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to
Friday?
be Thursday.
Friday? Thursday?
Thursday.
What?
Well, we're gonna be streaming on Thursday.
Oh, so there's no video coming out Thursday.
No, there is a video coming out
There's
Thursday.
a video coming out Thursday and we're streaming?
Yeah.
I'm also learning as the audience learns.
Yeah. A video coming out today, which is Wednesday.
Yes.
Then we're going to do the C20 commanders for Thursday. Then on Thursday, me and BZ will be streaming Arena, playing some Ikoria, probably some people drafts.
Yeah, people draft. We got plenty of gems saved up. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, you can feel free if you want to come and join us and watch that. It's going to be on Twitch. We're the Nitpicking Nerds on Twitch. We will, in the description, we'll leave a link to our Twitch.
Which is, don't get us wrong, we barely ever go there.
Well,
this is like a once in a, this is very...
We do, but to be fair, in the future, as this becomes more and more like
of a job,
which we want it to be,
we're getting there.
Streaming is going to be in the more normal thing. Plus, once we set this up, if I'm just playing Arena, I might just throw on the camera, throw on the mic, and say, hey, I'm also going to stream it.
Yeah, we'll let our subscribers know, we'll let our patrons know. So I guess if you want to find out and you want to check out some random Arena stuff, if you're looking for content creators, not that there's going to be any shortage of them playing Arena, but check them out, and then you can subscribe to us and then be notified.
Yeah, we obviously, our Twitch is very small. We do not have a subscribe button on there yet. We will get there.
I would feel guilty putting one on there at this point, so.
Yeah, but that's cool. How else can they support us?
Yeah, don't subscribe to us on Twitch. go to buymeacoffee.com instead and take your subscribe money and put it there. We'll get some kickback. Or if you don't even want to spend money on us purposefully, well, you could. Go to tcgplayer.com. This is through the link in the description. That's going to take you to our personalized affiliate link where when you buy stuff, we get money without you having to spend extra money.
Yeah, and we appreciate any help you give us in any way.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. We appreciate everyone who watches, views, supports us. Thank you all. And also,
I need a glass of water. What's the tidbit about our life?
Tidbit about our life. I had ramen noodles for lunch.
I'm really thirsty right now, but I don't mind because this video was cool.
This
tidbit was not so cool.
Do you have a tidbit? I don't know.
Dude, we're trying to play God of War on PS Now or something.
Yeah,
that's probably what we'll do after this.
Yeah, we're going to do that after. Oh my God, my voice is going too.
Yeah,
but peace out, Tribe Scout.